Hey team, good evening. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make MGP at the Gold Saucer. So this one there's quite a few components to it actually. Quite a few different things that you can do to make MGP. One thing is every Friday, the fashion report comes out. And there are content creators like Mioni, and I will link to his channel or do something to show his channel. He does some great videos if you haven't ever watched him. He does a video every Friday religiously showing what you need to do in order to win the fashion report. I went through that and I did all that work one time. Just to get the title. You can get a fashion leader title when you win the fashion report or get above a certain score. But what I use it for is every week after Friday, I just walk up to this guy, the masked rose, and I click on him and I say, present yourself for judging. And yeah, that's fine if this equipment is bound to me. It's usually pretty much bound to you anyway. Once you've worn it. I guess you could sell it for gil on a market, but without further ado, let the judging begin! Wow, look at this outfit. This Spriggan outfit is ridiculously cool. I bet it's gonna get a perfect 100 score. What type of flowers, you ask? Why, roses, of course. Alright, I have made my decision. Well, I haven't made my decision, but you know what I mean. Oh man. 60? That is terrible. Oh, it's because I don't have something in every slot. I wonder how many gil I get for that. That's one thing, if you do this, you want to make sure you have gil in every, or not gil. You want to make sure that you have something in every slot, but look, it didn't even matter. If you bring yourself to this guy and you present yourself for judging, you're going to get 10,000 gil. 10,000 gil. I'm really struggling today to talk with words, so we'll try this again. If you just walk up to him and present yourself for judging each week, you will get 10,000 MGP awarded to you for absolutely no reason other than just walking up to them. So that's how I like to do it. You can get upwards of like 80,000 MGP for having the right dyes or the right clothes on. The next thing I want to show you is something you can do every day, and that's Mini Kpop. And you walk up to the Mini Kpop broker and you click on him and you hit purchase a ticket, and it costs 10 MGP, and what you're trying to get is either 1, 2, and 3 or 7, 8, and 9 in a row, and you get to show or uncover 3 slots. So what we're trying to do is make sure that we uncover at least one number in each row. And what that'll tell us is if any of the rows could potentially be 1, 2, or 3. So it's just like any other scratch-off lottery ticket. You only have a certain amount of chance that it's going to be good. But so far I've got a 7 and a 9, so that could be a 7, 8, or a 9. And as you can see, so far I've got this row kind of figured out. That can't be 1, 2, 3. 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 That can't. So right now, the only ones that could be 1, 2, 3 are this one or this one. So if I uncover this one, now I know for sure I've got a 7, 8, and 9. And I know for sure I don't have a 1, 2, or 3 because there's no other rows it could be. So I'm just going to uncover another random one. And then I'm going to do the 7, 8, 9. And you get 3,600 MGP for that. If you do this with and get the 1, 2, 3, which you can see 1, 2, 3. If they were in a row, that would have been good. You get 10,000 MGP for that. So again, you can buy 3 of these a day, and what you're trying to do, so here's a 2. It's a pretty good start. So it could be this row, right? We know it's not going to be this row, but let's uncover a number just to see. And if we uncover this one, we'll know we'll have something in every row. Now this, we could have gotten lucky and got a 2, 1, 2, 3, but now we know it's a 4. So 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 2 is 9. If we uncover that row, that's 360. That's okay. If it's not going to be one of the big ones, that's not too bad. And versus getting 36 or 80 or 54 or 144, I'm going to go ahead and go for that and just take the 360 and run. So looking through the numbers here, that was a pretty good pull because I'm not seeing either of the large ones. Was there one that equaled 21 maybe? Nope, that's 17. That is 21. So actually this would have been the best row, but hard to tell, right? Okay. So let's pull another one. Our third chance for the day. And now we know what's in this row, kind of have an idea of this row, right? But we don't have anything in either of these rows. And then let's just pick a random one here. So now we know we can get 19, which would be 36. That's not very good. This could be a 7, 8, 9. Doesn't look like we're going to get a 10,000 today. But let's go ahead and give this a try. Not too good. That's why they call it gambling, right? So we had one kind of mini jackpot hit, no big jackpots, but we knew for a fact that none of our cards had that by using this process. So if you're not already thinking through it this way when you're doing mini jackpot, I would highly recommend it because it guarantees that if the card can be a 10,000 winner, that I'm going to find out. Another thing I want to talk to you about is the challenge log. And for this, I'm going to go to Minion Square. And I'm going to show you my secret to getting lots and lots of MGP using Minion, Lord of Verminion each week. So if I go into the logs here, and just so you have an idea, if I go into if you go character and then gold saucer, you can see how much MGP you have. I think it also is in one of these. Yeah, so you can go into your regular currency and see how much you have, or you can go into your character and then gold saucer. I've got 1.7 million, and I've bought all of the mounts except for the cactar one, the cactus one, and quite a few other things. So it can be a lot of fun to save up MGP, and since they haven't launched anything new for MGP in a while, you know it's going to be coming. So Lord of Verminion, and I'm going to go to Verminion Challenge, and I'm going to go to Little Big Beast. This is the one you want to do every time, and the reason is you can complete your challenge log in 10 minutes. So I'm going to prepare for battle. It's going to come up like this. I'm going to hit commence. Remember, Little Big Beast. Little Big Beast is the one. Alright. I'm going to skip this cutscene because I've seen it a zillion times. And then I'm literally just going to summon wolf pups. And the reason I'm summoning wolf pups is because they're fast and they're AoE. So it makes it really, really easy. You can win just about every Lord of Verminion with just wolf pups. It's actually a little broken. So I wait until the Little Big Beast gets to the... Make sure you're summoning as they pop up. I wait till he gets to the crystal, or close to it, and then I start sending my wolf pups after him. And if you've never played Lord of Verminion before, I just like to make sure he doesn't go for one of the other crystals. Sometimes he tries to fake you out, and that can take a bunch of time to chase him all around. But there's a little button down here, execute action, and a lot of the minions have actions, but this is a attack up. And he'll do that every once in a while. He'll push your guys away. You just grab them all and send them back his way. So I just go like this, and then I click execute this attack up whenever I can, just to destroy. And you can see it took us 1 minute and 8 seconds to win that, and we've got 10,000 MGP for beating the first one. Literally that quick. It can be some big MGP. So if I go to the challenge log and I go to Gold Saucer, this right here is the most important for MGP. Complete 3 minigames, earn 100 MGP for minigames. I'll show you that one in a minute. Participate in 5 gates. That one's pretty simple. Gates go at 20 after the hour, 40 after the hour, and right on the hour. That's real world time. So at least it is here in North America. I don't know if it's different times in other places, but here it's 20 after, 40 after, and right on the hour. And my favorite gate is Air Force One because it's easy. You just kind of shoot the targets and it's easy to get it perfect every time. But participating in 5 gates gets you 5,000 MGP. Completing successfully 3 gates, 8,000. 3 chocobo races, 5,000. 20 chocobo races, 8,000. Winning a race, 5,000. Winning 10 races, 8,000. So the trick with chocobo races is a little sneaky, but try to do it when not a lot of people are playing, because more often than not, it will set you against computer components or opponents. It will set you against computer components. It will set you up against computer controlled chocobo racers, and they are much easier to beat than real people with souped up chocobos. So there's a whole thing you can get into, but this one can take a while. So if you don't want to get into chocobo racing, that's fine. But if you do, and you want to get the MGP from it, then I would suggest trying to do it when not a lot of people are playing. Okay, so triple triad, super easy. I'll show you where to go for that next and how to get that one filled in. The one we just covered, Lord of Verminion, 5,000 for beating once, 10,000 for playing 3 times, 12,000 for 5 times. So that is a total of 27,000 MGP in 10 minutes, because it will literally, using the method I just showed you, take 10 minutes to beat Little Big Beast in Lord of Verminion. 2 Doman Mahjong player matches, 5,000 MGP. This is the one I absolutely never ever do, because if you've ever sat down at a Doman Mahjong table, it can take like a year and a half for that game to complete. So the time versus MGP is just not worth it. But anyway, let's talk about what to do to get through the triple triad one. So if you go to your duty finder and you go to Gold Saucer, and you can do this from anywhere, and you go into the triple triad battle hall and hit commence, and you want to run over here, and you can see this player is doing the same thing. Wyra Green Hands, because we're not really going after the MGP from winning the match. We are looking for the most MGP in the shortest amount of time. So we want to face off against Green Hands because she is stupid easy. If you've got any type of triple triad deck going, just hit challenge, just hit recommended, you're gonna win this match. So let's see how things, and what you end up doing is you kind of learn, you just learn the pattern of how to win. I've done this so many times, and actually I haven't done this in a long time, but you kind of just learn what they're gonna do. There's only a few different cards that they place down at a time, and you kind of learn, or a couple different patterns rather, you kind of learn what to do. So I'm going to hit rematch again just to show you how easy this is. Again, probably a 10-minute thing to get through all of the different challenge log items. So again, I put my same guy down there in the corner, card goes there, I put my same guy over here, a card goes in the upper right, I go ahead and play this because I know I'll be able to steal that back. They put a card there, which was a terrible move. I'm just going to take that one and again, destroyed. In fact, you'll find a lot of times that when you're playing good old green hands here, you will take every single stinking row. It's insane. So over there again, I put my guy here. Down there, I'm gonna put my guy right here. They go there. I'm gonna go with here. One thing that's important about Triple Triad, especially against the computer, is that you... Okay, they're going to take this last card, but I'm going to take those two. Is that you don't go after every card. So when a card goes down, don't try to take it. Part of Triple Triad is kind of like building up your army of cards that are out there that are really strong to limit their plays where they can take any cards, right? So if you're always just trying to grab their card every time, fine, you don't do as well. So anyway, you saw I just hit 3,000 MGP for doing that. And if I go to my log here, I'll just give you an idea. Gold Saucer, Triple Triad. So 8,000 for winning 10, 5,000 for playing 10, playing in the battle hall 2.5 thousand. So this is a total of 15.5 thousand MGP for, again, something that, as you saw, would probably take about 10 minutes. Another thing is anytime you get a card, a Triple Triad card that you already have, please don't just get rid of it. Go to the trader, and I've got actually a couple cards here that I'm going to sell. There's 300 and then there's 1,500 for an extra 9S card that I've got from the copied factory. So that's Triple Triad. There's one more little trick here I want to show you, and while this is loading, you can also get from your squadron, if you do any squadron missions or you've done anything with squadrons, you can actually get MGP buffs that give you extra MGP for doing the activities. What's important though is it's not that great of a thing because it doesn't give you extra MGP for your log, right? Which is really where you're going to make the most MGP each week. The other thing is your free company can do a buff that increases MGP. So my favorite mini game to do the log is Out on a Limb. And when I click on it, you're going to see a bar go up and down if you haven't played this. And I try to target the monster. To me, the monster is a good amount of speed versus MGP. So I'm going to click on this. It costs 1 to play. The little monster at the bottom, I forget what they're called, the little tree guy. So then you want to just slowly dig the different areas by clicking until it starts to... Wow, we're not doing so hot this time. So it's not at the bottom. There we go. Then you get a chance to double down. So basically you're just trying to stop the little cursor wherever the treasure is buried. And we got really lucky there too. And you keep going until you don't feel like you have enough time to complete one. And as you kind of catch a... Ooh, that was bad. That was really bad. That's a little better. That's a little better. This might be our last one. We're going to risk it. We're going to try for one more because this is a big bump to go from 185 to 500 MGP. So here's hoping we get lucky. Top. It's at the bottom. Oop. One more strike, and we should be good. So we just got from hitting that 500 MGP. I don't want to double down because I only have 9 seconds left. That's not enough time to do another one. We get 500 MGP and we get the 1500 for the challenge log. Now all we have to do to beat this is play this game a little bit more. So we're going to hit the same little monster. And again, we kind of start at the bottom. Nope, it's not at the bottom. We'll check and see if it's at the top. It's at the top, so we're in pretty good shape there. Pretty close. We're going to need one more hit for that. And do we want to double down? Yes, we do. Oop, a little bit late on the uptick there. It's not at the top. It's at the bottom. There we go. Probably got enough for one, maybe two more if we're lucky. Not at the bottom. Not at the top. The middle, this is the hardest. It's actually the hardest to get the... Oh, that was some luck. The hardest to get it in the middle. Okay, it's good. It's towards the bottom. Really towards the bottom. Oh, no, it's more in the middle of the bottom. There we go. And so we got another 500. No, we don't want to. And if we play one more time, sorry, I'll make this one go quick if I can. Oh no, we got the cactus. So this, you'll see, look how slow that is. It's like, so this one takes much longer to hit. And when you get used to the game, it just feels really slow. I'm going to go ahead and hit no on doubling down. And you can see I got my other 1000 MGP from the challenge log. So if I go back to the challenge log for Gold Saucer, you can see that I've done the first two. It's an extra 2500 plus the 1000 and whatever I got. So it's 3500 MGP that I got from those. Okay, there's one more thing I wanted to show you regarding MGP. And this one is the weekly lottery that I'm sure if you've been to the Gold Saucer, I'm sure you are aware of. If you haven't been to the Gold Saucer, I will have put the starting quest back at the beginning of the video, so hopefully you saw that. But I'm going to go to the Kpop board. This is another one where you're guaranteed weekly to get a few thousand MGP. So you can go over to the broker. And this is just like playing the regular lottery. I'm going to purchase a jumbo Kpop ticket. And now you have a choice. Just like the real lottery, you can do easy pick or you can enter in your own numbers. I usually just do easy pick and I hit the little random number 7 times because that's a lucky number, right? So I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Purchase. Yes. Then I'm going to buy another one. Now you may think 150 MGP, 200 MGP, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Purchase, yes. But no matter what, you will get at least your money back on this and more. So at least you get like 1200 MGP at the lowest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Purchase, done. Now it's drawn every Saturday at 10 p.m. and you have until the following Saturday to pick it up. So just you got to remember that the winning number for the Jumbo Kpop will be drawn every Saturday at 9 p.m. Earth time. That's for me. It might be different for you based off your time zone, but you just got to make sure that you come back and get your winnings because otherwise you lose that MGP, which I've honestly done. So those are my tips for getting MGP. It's all about the challenge log, and it's all about finding the quickest and easiest way to rip through that challenge log. So again, please don't skip Lord of Verminion. Please, I will put right here somewhere, actually right here, Oh, there we go. Here's somewhere where to get the wolf pup, because honestly I don't remember, but it's the only minion you need. If you actually, the wolf pup is a quest from way back at the beginning of the game, but I'll put it in there anyway. All of you should have the wolf pup. Super easy to win, little big beast, but you get my point. Do the easiest cards in the triple triad battle hall. Make sure that you are doing your mini Kpop tickets when you remember. Make sure you're buying the jumbo Kpop tickets. Make sure you are filling that log as quickly as possible. I'm going to put a scrolling list of what the different challenge log items equal each week, and this doesn't even include any of the individual MGP winnings that you get from either doing gates, which if you do Air Force One perfectly, that's 4,000 MGP. So this doesn't include any of that. This is just what you're getting from the challenge log. So hopefully soon we'll have some new MGP items. If you don't know where to go to spend MGP, I'm going to jump down here. And I'll just go ahead and run back to the main Aetheryte. If you know where to spend MGP, you can probably end the video at this point, unless you just want to watch. But you go back to the same area where we got the mini Kpop ticket, and you've got different types of vendors. There's a vendor.
Over your skin, you can see it beat, intoxicating your energy. First time in so long you felt the heat, evaporating your bindings. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the I know the sadness that cripples you. It comes in waves and out of the blue. But there are days you feel freedom too.